everyone, it's me, Patfoot from Geekyelites, and guess what I'm dressed like? Got my Gryffindor robes, got my sorting hat, and the Elder Wand. Because I'm awesome. So we're going to talk to you today about our trip to Universal Studios, the Harry Potter Land. Caveat, we went to the Hollywood version, not the Florida version. Still, you're going to find some upsetness about this. So, I'm first going to tell you about some differences. The differences between the Harry Potter world here and in Hollywood and in Florida. The Harry Potter world in Hollywood, smaller. From what I looked up and what I've been told, the one in Florida, you actually get to ride the Hogwarts Express as a ride and go to Hogwarts. And the main park is Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley or one of them, and then you go to like Hogsmeade and then like go into Hogwarts. I thought all of them were gonna be like that, so when I like heard about it coming to Hollywood, I was excited. I was like, and we got the season passes tickets so I could go because I'm such a big Harry Potter fan. I was so excited when they brought it here that when I went into it and I said, "Is that it?" So we went on the Flying Griffin ride. That is very much a young kid ride, very mellow, like no kind of dips and very little dips, anything. If you like roller coasters, don't go on it. It's literally meant for little kids. I'm glad we didn't wait super long in the line because it would have sucked. And on top of it, it's super, super short. The one that's actually pretty worth it was the castle ride. That was actually really fun. The second time I went, I was a little peeved because they stopped giving out Quidditch like glasses, but that's probably because too many people tried to steal them. Even I kind of wanted to, but they kept so good of like close knit on them. But it was fun. And the second time around, we actually got to go look in the shops. That's why we got these. Is we actually got to go into Ollivander's and see the thing. It was cute. It reminded me of the movie. We got to try Honeydukes, which is a very butterscotchy, sweet drink. I'm glad me and my brother shared it because I could not have drank it all by myself. It was so sweet. But it was cute. The first time around, I didn't get to go into all these little shops because my parents wanted to like hit all the rides in Universal because to them it's more about the rides. I love seeing the ambience at the Harry Potter world, and I think I enjoyed the second time so much more because me, my brother, and Chewy all like went into the stores and looked at the ambience and immersed ourselves there where we didn't get to the first time. I'm still not saying I'm so peeved that they couldn't add on to it a little more, but when I looked at the map, it's because the studio tour takes you way back there and there's just no room in LA for the Harry Potter land. I wonder where Chewy, he said he was gonna be. Shh. So he actually got a wand too.
I got this wand. It was a difficult choice, but I got that wand because the design and like how it holds in my hand was a good wand compared to just like bulky or like weird looking or cool looking. It was actually comfy and the design was a cool design enough.
Where I had to have the Elder Wand because I love being the Elder Wand.
I would have gotten the Elder Wand, but she got it, so.
The other one we were really considering was one of the Death Eater ones because they were so cool. Oh, some of the like.
Or Voldemort.
Yeah, or Voldemort. Some of like the bad guys' wands were cooler than the good guys, and I'm just like, oh, so cool.
But also, along with Harry Potter world is that used to be like an amphitheater before they tore it down and put Harry Potter World in there. So it only was within a certain space, and they only could fit, I think it was like 10,000 or something around that amount of people. So it was only a limited amount of space. So
I mean, I understood. I am a little disappointed, but I think if you really go in and want to feel like you're part of Harry Potter, like you get to feel like you're in the shops because you go in the shops and they're really tiny. And when I went to Europe, most of the shops feel really, especially the older shops, feel really tiny and cute and cluttered.
It gave a little like townish vibe, like of the little shops.
And it was cute that like at least while you were in there, I think it was because people who go to the Harry Potter land want to be there because they love Harry Potter. Because when we're there and you go into like the rest of Universal, it's completely kind of a different feel than in the Harry Potter land. And I think it's because of the fact that, no, there's still a lot of people who are there because, you know, it's a part of the park. They just want to see it, get through it. But most of the people there are there because it's Harry Potter. And Harry Potter has way too many fans. And they want to make it an experience that is good and remembering. It's not meant to be like a sad experience.
But besides the little world area that was not part of the rides, and besides the short Griffin ride, and what do you think of the other part of the ride? The line was long.
Okay, so the first time we went, we didn't actually stand in line because my dad has some medical issues and he can't stand, so we got a VIP, not really treatment. Front of the line. Yeah, front of the line. The ride line for the castle, ridiculously long. It took like an hour, but I will say, it was pretty worth it because us three got to talk and hang out, Chewie, me, and my brother. But they make it so that you still feel like you're in Hogwarts and you're not in line. It looks like when you're in the main part of the line, it looks like you're on the grounds and it's cool and it's cute. And then, like, when you're in the castle, oh my god, I'm so sad I missed this. You get to see so much when you're actually in the line in the castle. Except for a few annoying people. There were people in line, and they tell you, like, don't use flash photography and stuff. And there's people, like, taking pictures in certain areas, literally holding up the line.
And that did remind me, when I was in line, when you go around this corner, the people in front of me went off to the side to take a selfie, so I was like, okay, I'll wait. I waited like 10 seconds, and they still didn't move, so I'm like, okay, they must be like waiting a few minutes. So then I go like start walking up ahead, and then they come behind me and they're like, you should have waited or something.
He was so rude, and I'm like, dude, you don't need to wait. Because he ended up, I think, taking almost a whole like minute or two.
I'm like, if you want me to wait, then hurry up and get back in line,
don't be rude. Don't be rude because literally between him and the people in front of him in line, you could have fit almost 20 people. And I'm like, dude, that's just rude when you can fit that many people between you in a line because you're taking a picture. Like, I would have just been like, or getting, like, I would have just taken pictures of the stuff as I walked. I wouldn't have cared about, like, getting a selfie.
And what annoyed me even more was their child, like, in the castle and, like, walking through the castle and, like, after the ride. Like, he had one headphone in his ear. I'm like, dude, when you're going through this attraction and ride, like, give it the decency and, like, don't be rude. Like, listen to music. Like, give it your full attention.
And, like, the parents tried to make it seem like, oh, they were really cool and they really loved this stuff. And I'm like, dude, both of your kids are not paying attention. That means it's mostly you. And they were like, they tried to guilt trip us. And I was like, we're gonna let you have your spot back. Have your spot back. I don't care. Like, they tried to guilt trip us because their kids wanted to see this ride and this attraction. I'm like, dude, one of your kids is not paying attention. The other one has headphones in his ear, like.
But besides that, overall, what do you think of the ride?
I liked the ride.
It was for some reason not as bad 3D jerkiness.
It wasn't
as others.
3D this time.
Well,
we didn't even wear glasses.
As other rides, though,
yeah.
I mean.
And, like, the first time we went on it, I felt it was super, super jerky. I don't know if they maybe just did some repairs or they got too many complaints, but it didn't feel as bad this time. No. And maybe it's because we were in different seats because my dad having his medical problems, but it felt
But besides that,
nice.
What do you think of it?
A little bit short for how long of a line you have to go, but not bad.
And overall, what do you think of Harry Potter World?
I liked it. I think they shouldn't have maybe hyped it up and made the Universal ticket go from like one price into the hundreds just for the Harry Potter land. Because to me, it's not worth like a $20+ increase in a ticket. I would have felt that way if it was as big as the Florida one. Because they're going to make money just on opening day pretty much to pay for that little new added attraction. But I liked it. I really did. I would like to go back to the Florida one.
Any other comments or thoughts about Harry Potter World you have?
If you like Harry Potter World, it is worth it. It is
Definitely
fun.
go.
Yeah, it gave me all the feels that I expected. But either, to be honest, maybe wait a couple of years since it's been down and more of the publicity dies down. Maybe even wait for
so the lines aren't as busy.
Yeah, or go in the off season. Because they apparently weren't. We apparently still had long lines, and we were kind of in the off season. But truthfully, be prepared to spend a good part of your day just wandering the shops and stuff to be able to appreciate that part of the park. Otherwise, you're not going to appreciate it. It's going to feel really lame.
Oh yeah.
So plan to spend a couple of hours there, even if it means it cuts into other parts of the park.
The average amount of time in the whole park is probably 6 to 7 hours, but in Harry Potter World, probably at least 2 to 3.
I'd spend that, but I did enjoy it. It gave me all the feels.
And that's about it. And there you have it from Chewy and